The alternative sources of energy. So first, let's talk about what is energy. Energy is a capacity of doing work. Energy is always designated according to its nature. Hence, heat transferred may become thermal energy, while work done may manifest itself in the form of mechanical energy. Renewable energy is the energy that is generated from natural processes that continuously replenish. This includes sunlight, geothermal heat, wind, tides, water, and various forms of biomass. Renewable energy cannot be exhausted and is constantly renewed. To formally begin our discussion about alternative energy, we will first define what is alternative energy. Alternative energy, generally, it indicates energies that are not traditional and have low environmental impact. So this alternative energy is all natural. Natural that is not made by man or human. So here are the alternative sources. Number one is the solar power. When most people think of alternative sources, they tend to use solar power as an example. The technology has evolved massively over the years and is now used for large-scale energy production of power generation for single homes. So this solar power comes from the sunlight direct to the solar power. Another knowledge about solar energy is that it is completely renewable and the cost expanded on installation can be back through energy bill savings. The only potential setback of the solar panels is that they are prone to deterioration over time and aren't completely weather safe in countries. The second alternative energy is nuclear power. Nuclear power is among the most abundant form of alternative energy. It creates a number of direct benefits in terms of emissions of efficiency, while also boosting the economy by creating jobs in plant creation and operation. Nuclear energy taken from the core of the atom, which must be split to gain its energy, a process called fission. This is harnessed in a power plant, where roods of nuclear materials adjust how much electricity is produced. The more roods that are present during the chain reaction, the slower and more controlled the reaction will be. The third one, alternative energy, is the hydroelectric power. Hydroelectric methods actually are some of the earliest means of creating energy, though their use began to decline with the rise of fossil fuels. Hydroelectric energy also brings a number of benefits. Not only it is a clean source of energy, which means it doesn't create pollution and the myriad issues that arise from it, but it is also a renewable source of energy. Better yet, it also offers a number of secondary benefits that are not immediately apparent. The dams used in generating hydroelectric energy or power also contribute to flood control and irrigation techniques. Next is the wave energy. It is a water again proved itself to be a valuable contributor to alternative energy fuel sources with wave energy converters. This wave energy is much like tidal energy, that the benefits come in the lag base produced. It is also more reliable than many other forms of alternative energy and has enormous potential when used properly. Again, the cost of such systems is a major contributing factor to slow uptake. We also don't yet have enough data to find out how wave energy converters affect natural ecosystems. Next alternative energy is the biofuels. Biofuels make use of animal and plant to create energy. So it comes from the plant and animal that's cycling to produce energy. Biofuels are renewable in cases where plants are used, as these can be regrown on a yearly basis. However, they do require dedicated machinery for instruction, which can contribute to increased emissions even in biofuels themselves. So the next alternative source of energy is the geothermal power. Geothermal power is about extracting energy from the ground around us. So the ground that we steps made the geothermal energy or power came from. However, the heavy upfront cost of creating geothermal power has led to slower adoption that may have been expected for a fuel source. Wind energy. It offers much the same benefits that many other alternative fuel sources do in that it makes use of renewable source and generate no waste. So this wind energy generate recycling without consisting waste or producing waste. The next one is the biomass energy. Biomass energy tend to be lower the amount of carbon released by this kind of fuel, below the amount released from fossil fuels. These also be help to lessen the release of waste, and it helps to release carbon, more carbon that helps to lower the amount of fossil fuels. The tidal energy. Tidal energy uses the power of water to generate energy. Much like with hydroelectric methods, its application actually has more in common with wind turbines in many cases. So naa siya mix methods of wind energy and hydroelectric energy. Go down to our main topic, that what is alternative sources of energy in the Philippines. So here are the alternative energy in the Philippines. Number one is the geometric power, the hydroelectric energy, the wind energy, biomass energy, and the solar energy. In the Philippines, the current energy mix is composed of coal with 47%, natural gas 22%, renewable energy, that which consists of hydro, geothermal, and wind and solar energy, consists of 24%, and oil-based consists of 6.2%, with currently capacity of 23 GW. While the country indicated interest in clean energy, this clearly will not come at the expense of types of energy sources. The current grid also cannot accommodate any additional input. Clean and renewable energy sources like geothermal, hydro, wind, biomass, and solar energy are among the country's few competitive advantages, especially since it has no significant deposits of fossil fuels. Its continued dependence on important fuel has made Philippines' electricity rates among the highest in the Asia.